Welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm, of course, the one and only triple the G.O.D, surrounded by the squadron, the most dangerous hands in the multiverse. And yo, you, yes, you, talking to you, you're live right here with us, right here on Team GRF TV. And yes, indeed, we got some Power Rangers battle for the grid for that Kulo, baby. Yes, indeed, some of that Power Rangers battle for the grid for that ASS. And yo, it is a big day for Battle for the Grid because a lot is happening. For all you people that's been waiting for months to on the internet, to when the Steam version out, when the Steam version out. Steam version out right now. Cross play with that Switch and that Xbox. So now you got exactly what you want. So you can just chill out now and enjoy what the streets have been enjoying for months now. Speaking of enjoyment, for all of the places where you can play Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, Season Pass numero dos. Uno, dos, 1, 2, count 'em. I'm glad that we got a Season Pass number 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we do. And I'm like, given what Season Pass 2 is bringing to the table, I'm like, yo, I'm hyped because, yo, Anubis Doggy Kruger, the Shadow Ranger, Mr. 100, the Crybot killing machine, Mr. Swag himself. I'm going to say this live. When I think about the Disney era, yeah, I'm like, I will take him as best mentor over Tommy. That's rap. I'm just saying it. Like Tommy was good, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, cause I'm like RJ, he was pretty decent. I love me some Dr. K, you know what I'm saying? And that guy from that one season we're not gonna mention, you know, we're gonna do that. And there was also a cute guinea pig, don't forget that. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget there was also a cute Peter. How you doing, y'all? Shout out to where's Low Thor, dog? When's Low Thor, dog? It's just on some real quick, yo. Anubis Doggy Kruger, dog. One of my favorite Power Rangers. Just real talk. We not finna get to the other side of that coin. We can do that, but we not gonna do that. But I'm like, yo, I will never ever forget. Like I said, he's the Crybot killing machine. Like, yo, he came on that scene, dog. I'm like, that whole, he took down 100 Crybots. He put the work in on Banak. I'm like, that is classic Power Rangers. I'm like, Doggy Kruger showed out. And I really honestly think that in the history of Power Rangers, ain't nobody ever got themselves more over in a single episode than Anubis Doggy Kruger. We talking about, he went in there like Dynasty Warriors, murdered 100 Crybots, and then took the fight to Banog. I'm like, that's a classic. And he saved Cat. So you know, man, all Doggy Kruger do is put in work. Like, you didn't know? I'm like, he was so gangster. Rangers started getting lazy. They was like, man, yo, we got Shadow Ranger now, boy. We can kick it, man. We gonna win all the battles. You know how great Doggy Kruger is as a mentor. He sent this squad out to take an L to make a point. Like, they like, yo, like, where's Shadow Ranger? I'm up here watching you take this L. Greatness, and it's good to see Doggy Kruger in the building. And speaking of SPD, as we talk about the things that are a part of this Season 2 pass, we also got the Delta Squad Megazord, and we also have the SPD training grounds. It's like, you remember that episode after when Jack read the SPD manual, and he was sitting up here being an idiot and being a horrible leader by bossing them around, and then he learned a lesson because, you know what I'm saying, you learned them lessons, man. But shout out to Jack Landers. You know what? Wait. Yes, Jack Landers, second black leader of the Power Rangers. Well, technically that is true. He is like Sarah Ward, the first black leader of the Power Rangers. He was like, but you know, Brandon J. McLeod, second black leader of the Power Rangers. But yeah, well, we got a lot of SPD work coming through. But given like how SPD was heavily featured in the story mode, at least Kruger was, it's like, yeah, you do that. But again, we have not had story mode junction. I have not played the story mode. But given like who's writing this stuff and the way that the story deals with things, I'm wondering why. Well, actually, you know, that's probably not the question I should be asking, because he his own type of ranger now, and I'm talking about Sky because he got promoted twice. He, in the comic book, he's Deka Ranger, D-E-K-A Ranger. Like, he got a 10, and he got on like a suit or whatever. It's crazy. You should go read the Boom comics. It's dumb. But just put that out there, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, promotions and things like that, because reasons. But speaking of reasons, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to use this as a horrible segue to get to the second character of season pass numero dos, my boy, the Quantum Ranger, Mr. Eric Myers. Wes like, don't put your hand in that. I don't care. Quantum power, bitch. Work. I'm like, if we gonna, since I talked about Kruger favorite moment, I ship Eric and Taylor super hard, bro. I ship them mad hard. I'm like, Reinforcement for the Future is one of the best Power Ranger episodes ever. We not just talking about team-ups, bro. We talking about steady episode, period. We talking about the same episode that had the beauty, man. Eric Cahill was looking so fine. She had them dookie braids, sitting up here like a savage. I got this big shiny ass gun, dude. Oh man, throwback classic, dog. Like reinforcement for the Future, one of my favorite Power Ranger episodes ever. And I ship Taylor and Eric. I ship that hard. Here's my question though. Well, cause I heard nothing but, are they gonna try to get Dan Southworth? Because I hate for this to be the part where I bring this up, but rest in peace, Robert Axelrod. I really wish they would have got him to do that. I really wish they would. I understand, because I don't know if he was like really sick around the time where they would have gotten a chance to do VO with him and things like that, and given like stuff and things. I kind of wish they would have got him. It would have been nice for him to reprise his role one more time, but you know what I'm saying, it is what it is and stuff is what it is. But I really would like more of the original actors to come back and do their role. And I'm not saying this as a fan of voiceover artists and how much I love their work, but it's one thing for you to be a voiceover artist. It's another thing for a Power Rangers project to be what it is, and y'all can't get everybody. Now, in the instant we just talked about Doggy Kruger, maybe John Tui was busy because he was too busy doing a movie with The Rock and Cancer Joe. You know him better as Roman Reigns, but we not gonna do that. But number 3 in season pass numero dos, because I'm using this as another horrible segue, is Daishi. Daishi, go away. We're here to say today, here come the Power Rangers, Jungle Fury. I don't have nothing to say. Because, see, let's be for real. If I wanted to say something about Daishi, I would just turn around. I can't even say that. I can't even say it, because I was about to say something about Geki Ranger. I won't. Here's what I'll say about Geki Ranger. Geki Ranger, easily top 5 Sentais of all time. Okay? There you go. We won't say nothing else. I'm like Jungle Fury did what it did, but I would have rather them got the boy RJ. Because RJ was the ace. Like, he was a great mentor. Then he got the Wolf Ranger powers, man. I'm like, yo, I would have rather them got RJ instead of Daishi, but you know, it is what it is with that. I'm like, I haven't gotten a chance to see what he can do with Legacy Wars, so it'll be interesting to really see him really get down. But again, you know, I can't say nothing about Daishi. I won't say anything about Jared. I won't even talk about Jungle Fury anymore. And I'm not saying that because Jungle Fury is a bad show or anything like that. I'm not. I am not going to do that. No. Fran and Dominic ship, you know, just like Theo and Lily should have got together. Why is this turning into a shipping conversation right now? We're talking about a fighting game. I don't know. You turn this fan on because it's like hot down here all of a sudden. Maybe the thoughts of ships is going so hard in my brain it's just sweating all of a sudden. Hell, you know what? We finna take a break and get a drink, man. We gonna get to the trailer in a second. Hold on. Yeah, man, there's some strawberry watermelon stuff I got from the store last week. That's my first hit. That stuff legit. You feel me? Legit work. But anyway, on top of that, your skin for this season pass is Tommy Oliver. You know him. You know that Tommy Oliver guy in the White Ranger suit for his, as a skin for his Green Ranger stuff. Now, when I read that, I'm kind of like, no. Because Legacy Wars treats them as two separate characters. Actually, there are multiple versions of the Green Ranger, 3 of them, on top of Lord Draken, and on top of there being a White Ranger in the game. So, I get it, but I don't get it. But I ain't seen nothing yet. So, because again, last time we got Jason with the Dragon Shield, and that was dope. And I'm sitting up here also wondering when is going to be my time for my boy Zach to hip hop keto over some foods. And if y'all don't get Walter Jones for that, it's going to be a fight for real. Because my boy Walter Jones need to come back and reprise the role of Zach. That just needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But I'm still wondering, that's your skin for the season. And given what you could do for skins, given the roster here, let me see. Other than Tommy in the White Ranger suit, I'm like, we haven't got to those characters yet. So, because the only characters that you really could probably do that with that ain't in the game that might make it because of who's in the roster, if they get Daggeron in the game, you know what I'm saying, and then he got the Red Wolf form, and then he get the Korak joint. Oops, spoilers for Mystic Force, my bad. But hey, it is what it is. That's the only character I can really think of off the top of my head, really, that you could really do that with in all of Power Rangers, to be quite honest. It's I can't really immediately think of anybody else that you could get skins for at this point. Unless we finna get Andros in the game and then he gonna have a Psycho Ranger skin. But they should put the Psycho Ranger in the game because you should do that. Okay, I've done enough talking. I'm sweating profusely. Things of that nature. How about we get Lil Sis up in there? Take a look at this trailer. That's what we finna do. That's what we finna do right now. Actually, before we take a look at that trailer, I am finna double check something. Because given how this day is gone, I'm like, I just want to make sure things are good. Because I'm like, yo, we've had a nice little time so far. Yo, the squad, they good. I know y'all good. I know y'all good out there. Man, this dude been talking for 12 minutes and he ain't showed us a trailer. I'm angry. You stay upset. I still love you, but stay upset. No, I'm just playing. Look, let's get Lil Sis up in here, man. Let's see what's up with Season 2 of Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. So, with all of that being said, yo, super duper duper motherfucking Magic Box, where you at, baby? Yeah, gotta sing it for him. So, yo, if y'all ready, I'm ready. Let's stop the BS and let's get to work. Now activating Power Rangers Battle for the Grid Season Numero Dos. Two time. .exe. Rated T for T, but just straight up violence. Okay. SPD Shadow Ranger. Look at that. Look at the 100 Crybot Murder Man. Oh, and look, he got of course they got Catwork. Oh man, yes, please. Okay, we ain't got Grum, but but Lord Zed can take this L though. Oh man, the Shadow Saber finisher. Okay, I told y'all this the new arena that they talked about, and damn it is, because I saw a picture of it, so I'm like, damn, they got that thing look dope in motion. Oh, you sent me Judgment Time? Oh my god! Oh, for real? Judgment? Then you ain't done the Delta Squad Megazord does Judgment Time, bro. Done. Oh, here the Tommy joint. You know what I'm saying? Again, I really think they could do some work because I'm like, he a different character in Legacy Wars, but I ain't gonna complain no more. Look at my boy Eric, the Quantum Ranger, dump on him. If they wanted somebody to dump on him, they should get who Dumper Man. You know who he is. We'll talk about him later. Daishi, go away. Yeah, you gonna be part of the thing. We're here to say today. So September, October, November. So we got stuff dropping every month for the next 3 months. And the arena and the Delta Squad Megazord of the dome. Okay, I'm with you. I see you, Block. I see you. I'm like, that's dope. I'm like, and given also all those changes that I've been seeing on the Battle for the Grid Twitter to I seen the big changes to what both Jason and Ranger Slayer. Work. Me gusta. It is what it is. Alright, let's just thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. And there you go. I'm like, yo, I'm like, that was hype. I'm like, that was hype. I'm like, for real. When they gonna get Shooter Grayson in here talk? Man, like, dude. I'm like yesterday we talked about our new goddess Matara as part of Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, right? Like, for real. I'm serious. When they gonna have the boy Shooter Grayson just dumping? Shooter Grayson, baby! Shooter Grayson! Back, 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 back. Oh, man. Yo, I need to get on Twitter. Yo, hashtag win Shooter Grayson, dog. I'll put that hashtag. Get that hashtag working in the net. Win Shooter Grayson. All he gonna do is dump. Billions dead. Billions dead. What's up? Oh, man, I'm clowning right now. I'm straight clowning. Win Shooter Grayson. I'm done. I'm done. Win Shooter Grayson. I'm super done, dog. Oh, man. Okay. Give me a second. I just had a random thought, like, for real. Like, for characters they should add. They should put Jack in the game with the Battleizer, dog. Like, for real. Like, have Jack with the Battleizer so that we get more SPD coverage. And then Bridge with a sissy just say buttery and you just instantly get murdered. Like, yo, buttery. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, we got some good work. I'm like, I'm wondering, like, who's next, because Sister Sheba, I thought Sister Sheba was gonna be part of this pass, real talk. Or she might, I'm like, Sister Sheba might be the character they give away for free because she part of the storyboard, but they making you pay for Doggy Kruger. So to try to sit up here and to ask for Sister Sheba, who should have been in the game in the first place, you know, I'm like, it is what it is with that. I'm like, we still don't have no RPM representation in Dr. Case heavy in the story mode. The answer to your question is Dylan, because, actually, they should get Tanaya. I'm like, get Dylan and Tanaya. You know, cover that base. You know what I'm saying? Like, cover that base. Do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to think, like, who else? Because I'm trying to think, like, we don't have no in space representation yet. Honestly, I'm like, if you gonna do that, you get Andros, and then you get both Astronomer and Corone. Get Astronomer in there so you have another villain, and then get Corone in there to represent Lost Galaxy, and then have both her and Kendrick like share alternate outfits or something, because Kendrick is my girl, like those glasses. Ooh, wow. I'm sorry. I got distracted. I'm like, we got Jen in the game, we got Eric, so we got plenty of time for us. The only character from Ninja Storm is hold up, nah. Yeah, Blake. Blake is in Legacy Wars. So if you want some representation, either get him or get Cam though, because if they can get greasy with Cam, have the supernova where he spin it around, but more that Hurricane stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to think. They should get Trent, but then they'll probably end up putting Black Ranger Tommy in there, because you know you do that. We got plenty of SPD representation. I'm like, we got Udana in there, and I think Daggeron is coming. You know what I'm saying? That's just the thing that makes sense to me, because you can do something with both Daggeron and you can do something with Korag, and also you could literally make Korag and Catastrophe and Ultra. You could do that. That's easy work. I'm like, Operation Overdrive, you know, you can get Mac in there. I'm like, I really don't think that, even though that they got civilian powers or whatever, you get Mac and then actually you just get Central Knight in there, so that you're diversifying your bonds. We got Daishi in the game, but it should have been my boy RJ. Should have been my boy RJ. Should have did that work and did that. But I think he coming. Just like I think, even though we did glance over Wild Force, I think Merrick's coming. I'm thinking because like what? Hold up. Because let me see. Hold up. Merrick and Zanaku are in Legacy Wars. Yeah, both Merrick as the Lunar Wolf Ranger and Zanaku are both characters. So you could do some work with that. So you can do that, and then we talked about RPM already, and then Sister Sheba. You get Sister Sheba. We got Gia. Preston is already in Legacy Wars, so you get him, and then I would either take Lionfire Red or I would take Levi. I'm like one of the two, because it's like one of them, because Preston is already in Legacy Wars, but if they trying to diversify their bonds, that's the way you kind of go. But I really think that if they really do some work with like how making his magic work, because I played the character, I played Preston in Legacy Wars, and he dope. He would transfer really well if they could find a way to make magic work as part of his attack structure. That would be dope as hell. You could do that, and then just get Devin in there. Just get my boy Young Juice. It's the boy Young Juice. You know what it is, my boy Devin Daniel, a.k.a. Young Juice. Get him in there, though. Activate Beast Power. But you never know what that is. I'm like, for real, though? Nate and Steel as a tag team? Like, on some Chang and Choi stuff from Capcom vs. SNK2, a maid parent and things like that for Melty Blood? That would be kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? Just like to flip it on the skin or something like that. But I really appreciate that when I think about it, even though I haven't played the game as much as I should be, that I do appreciate that what they're choosing is varied and they coming out of nowhere, because Eric ain't part of Legacy Wars, so they ain't had nothing, but they had to build him straight up from nothing. Doggy and Dashi are part of Legacy Wars, so to throw that in the mix, I think that's really dope. They probably more likely than not, it's like, given what it is, I forget that girl name, the leader of the Solar Rangers. She probably gonna be in the game. Her and probably Heckle as the Talon Ranger and not his solar form. So they got a lot of work to do with stuff they can pull from the Boom comics, and if they do nothing else, they need to get Jack from Hyperforce, because I really don't honestly think that if they pull Jack, that they won't get Paul Schreier to do the voice for him. I'm like, I would love to see Vesper, because, you know, anything with Christina V is wonderful, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. And it's like, if they want the other Ranger from that team, she already paid Kimberly in this game, and it's like, if you want to get Black Nerd in there, you can get the whole Hyperforce squad in there, you know what I'm saying, do some work with that. But other than that, I'm like, you know, I'm looking for some other things, you know what I'm saying, like some stuff. Viva La Diva. I'm like, I said I want Astronomer in this game. I'm like, Astronomer probably would lace it up her, like either her or Final Form Trakina, dog. Like that would be dope, because Trakina's in Legacy Wars. I'm like, Rancic would be godlike. You hear me? We talking about a man that pulled a sword out his knee and then murk you with it. Like, but Rancic is my favorite Power Rangers villain. That's not Lord Zed or Rita, but that's just me. I'm like, because if we talking about, if we sit, because we having this conversation, we here now. I'm like, I got you locked down. I got you here. So I'm gonna say it. Because usually how I do lists is that sometimes there are things so gangster that I don't put them in a list so I can free up room. Like, for example, just so you know, if you ask me what my favorite anime is, I will never answer Cowboy Bebop or Yu Yu Hakusho. Never. Because I love both of those animes so much that I would never put them. I put them in a box over here, so I don't even consider them. And that's kind of what I do with Power Ranger villains, especially with like Lord Zed and Rita and Astronomer. All three of them in that list, and I just sit that over there in the corner. Speaking of, they should get Ecliptor in there, because he's a part of Legacy Wars too. You get him in there. But if we talking about best 9-3 of them, Rancic. I'm like Rancic. Let me see. Top 3. I like, you know, I'll take Rancic at that number 1 spot all day. I'll take him at the number 1 spot. I'll take Trakina at number 2. I'll take Trakina at number 2. I'm like, Trakina sat up her and gave them Rangers the work at the end. Like, especially everything she did to get on the level, but to take that massive L, it is what it is with that. And I'm like, who am I going to take at the 3 spot, dog? Who am I going to take at the 3 spot? Let me think. Let me see. Easy answer would probably be Korak for real, but because of what happened at the end of Mystic Force, I don't put him in that category. But again, you could say the same thing about Astronomer, but I got a soft spot for her and Corona and all the stuff about Lost Galaxy. So she's free to be in that box. So yeah, Rancic number 1, Trakina number 2, and I'm like, what? Who you want to sit there? Like, we could put Master Bowder if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, Divatox wasn't the most compelling villain, but I'm like, Hillary Shepard Turner was fine as hell. I'm like, Viva la Diva indeed. Just letting you know what it is. Just letting you know what it is. I'm like, I don't believe we just sat up here and sat this long and had this conversation. But when I really think about it, it's like, it ain't really been no really good villains for real since Mesogog. And I'm like, Mesogog can take that, because I'll take Mesogog and Lothor on that top 4 list that don't include the other 3. You could put Megagog and Lothor on that list, and you can flip them around, and I ain't gonna really have no difference for real, because yo, Lothor, I love Lothor. Good to see y'all. That's the second time I made that reference today. I appreciated Lothor as a villain, especially because of his link to his link to the show, and I'm like, Mesogog though, and Elsa dude, I'm like, Dino Thunder had a lot of good work, and we ain't even talking about Tommy being on the show. We just talking about just a good all around great season of Power Rangers, because I'm like all the work that was like going on behind the scenes and all the stuff that you knew as the person watching, but then when stuff finally started to go down, like, work, you feel me? It is what it is. But yo, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry that went that direction. But you know, it is what it is. When you got some in your heart, you just gotta let it out, baby. You just gotta let it out. But yo, thank you guys for another. We still got plenty of more show for you. Please sit back, relax, and stay tuned. Yo, if you got who it is that I am, of course, the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D, a.k.a. Mr. C-R-A-C-K, C-O-C-I-N-E, hashtag entertainment's #1 dope man. And yes, indeed, I am the baddest monster in existence. Always got my 6 all day, every day. Squish, Murder, and the Squadron, the congregation, may they be praised. Betsy, Janine, Magdalene, bringing you on these unos, doses, thraces, and quattros. Throw them dubs up. We never lose and stay winning around here. Keep throwing the dubs up, pimp. Yo, you made it to the end of this, and you brand new to it. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, like it if you do, dislike it if you don't, leave a comment, social media stuff, and ways to support this show with your cash money. All that stuff is below you. Look, plenty of more show for you, believe me. Plenty of more show for you. Trust me, I got work coming. I'm like, this work should have been done 2 days ago, but I'm putting in the work right now. So it is what it is. So, go get your season pass. Go buy your game on your PC or whatever. Battle for the Grid is becoming that business, and I really appreciate it. Shout out to everybody over there anyway. Shout out to the big homie Clockwork, the boy Killer Cat, you know what I'm saying? All them doing all that stuff over at Anyway, making a great game constant. Appreciate the love and everybody in the lab. All you lab monsters, shout out to you, man. Keeping this game alive with your noodles, baby. Now, Scatter. I'll get you back here in a minute. More show for all of you right after these commercial messages. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. I must have had not enough to drink. Gotta hydrate. That's good. That's real good. Get it right the second time, baby. Seriously. Season Pass 2. Like what it's doing, $15. All that good stuff. More show for all of you right after these commercial